So I had a situation with the stream from Sector X this past Friday where there was a glitch and there was no sound. So I figured I would go through, clip my matches, add some royalty-free background music, and just walk through kind of what the matches were like, what I was thinking, critique what I did. Thought this might be a fun change of pace for a YouTube video. So this is that. This was versus Rick Cheese's Chun-Li. I had beaten his Chun-Li once, several months ago, but then he crawled back out of losers and eliminated me from the tournament, that same tournament, and I had not been able to take him out since. I thought in games, but never the set. And then he went on a long Street Fighter hiatus to focus on Tekken, which he is also excellent at. And he came rolling back into Street Fighter after Akuma came out and was like, I'm winning today. And I had to lock in and be like, not if I have anything to say about it. Overall, I wasn't super thrilled with how I played this particular Friday. I only went 2-2. I did not make top 3, but I am overall very happy with how this particular match went. There, I screwed up my anti-air. I am finally having the presence of mind to go for the jump medium punch aerial target combo when characters that can stay in the air, like Rashid or Luke, or can jump off the wall, like Chun, want to get out of the corner. But I did it a little bit too late, and I ended up getting counter hit. Kind of getting bullied in the corner here. Thankfully, he dropped the punish on drive reversal. I think a lot of people are still getting used to it being only -6. That was a little bit bold for me to go for the level 3 there, because I don't think it's going to kill. Yeah, if he had survived this and taken it into the next round, that's a really bad position for me to be in. But I played it patiently, screwed up my anti-air again. Lucky. I don't even know if I did that on reaction or if I was just like, and hit drive impact, but it worked out. And at this point I was like, okay, I'm up a game. I have to just not screw it up. And anytime somebody goes back to character select when they're fighting me in a bracket, I usually take it as, they're nervous. They need to calm down. That's good. That means I'm applying mental pressure. So at this point I was kind of like, I'm in a good place. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing and be aware of if he's going to adapt to what I'm doing so far that he's been able to counter. Also, we got Coliseum and automatic Marisa buff. There, I got clipped low. It happens. Marisa has slow walk speed. Also, that normal from Chun is so good. Got the back throw and DP. He hadn't really been going for invincible reversals in the first game, so I wasn't particularly looking to bait it. I need to work on there. When Drive Rush when Drive Rush charged back heavy punch is a meaty, then on a hit, it combos into forward heavy kick, but on block, I'm probably better off frame trapping with an uncharged back heavy punch more often, and I tend to autopilot into the knee on hit or block. Can also just not hit a button there if I want to bait something, but need to work on kind of varying my decisions in that situation. I played much better spacing and neutral this time than the other times I had played Rick Cheese, and I think that's why I ultimately was able to take this set, because I didn't just run in and do random stuff in the hopes of overwhelming him. There was a lot of thought behind it. I did not throw the round start drive rush until I was confident that he wasn't looking for it, because I hadn't done that at all, and I could get away with the risk. Here I'm just getting bullied. Got lucky with the throw. Air legs are kind of scary for Marisa because it's multiple hits, so I've actually had it beat Gladys before, and that was a very bad DI from me. Very bad decision. And now I'm in the corner and I'm gonna get burnt out. Or not. Random phalanx. That's another one of my panic habits sometimes, because it has armor. At least once you're off the ground, sometimes I'll be like, this seems like a safe option, even when it's a bad decision. Tried to bait a drive rush check with the drive rush Gladius, didn't happen. Still got a big combo here. He'd shown the reversal in the corner once, so I really should have waited there and baited it. I always forget Chun can bounce off my head, and don't alter my gameplay to accommodate the fact that you might just hop off me. There, I got the air-to-air that I was originally looking for. I was gonna say it was risky to spend it there, but this was final round, so actually spending it there was not bad, because this puts Chun in functionally a guess for game situation. He made a really good decision to wake up with jab there because of the way that they nerfed Marisa Oki, that basically anything you go for there can be counter hit by wake up jab, even though it feels risky. He just wasn't ready after that for the DI, and I got the lucky DI into wall splat. This set was close as hell. Sinnoh is a fantastic Aki in our local scene. Every single time I've played this guy in tournament, I've gone 0-2 and haven't gotten a round off him. But I've beaten him online. So this time, first time we played in bracket since season 2, I was like, nah, I'm taking this. And the way this went, I very nearly had it once again be where I went 0-2 without getting a single round. He takes the first 3 rounds in a row here. And I had the presence of mind at that point to go, nah, it hasn't happened again yet. I can still do something. And I locked in, and this goes to final game, final round, pixel of health on both sides. And I do unfortunately make some decisions that lost me the set, but I'm confident that if I'd made 1 or 2 decisions differently, I could have won it, and I'm going to beat him next time. It's just painful to watch the replay back and be like, oh god, what was I doing? I don't know what I was looking for with that neutral jump, and I definitely did not need to burn all that drive meter onto a drive rush cancel. I'm kind of just doing stuff. You can see I was nervous starting out playing him, and he's exploiting the cross-up range for getting around the anti-air Gladius as well. Really just excellent gameplay on his side here, all the way around. Buffed Aki is scary, even Broski has said it, and he was honest about the fact that she was quite low tier before now. That DI is I was looking for the round start, like full screen whip. I really didn't need to make that hard a call out, and it was a mistake. I am just burning meter like crazy here, trying to get something started, and it was really unnecessary. That sucks. That's, again, I autopiloted into the knee after that drive rush charged back heavy punch meaty, and if I had not autopiloted and I had gone for the frame trap option of then doing uncharged back heavy punch, I would have been able to counter that DI. So that's me getting blown up for my bad habit. I need to work on that. And at this point, I'm in burnout against Aki with basically no health. I mean, that was GG shake my hand, even before it was GG shake my hand. And we go to game 2. Now, at this point, I'm like, I really don't want this to happen again. I went for tick throw there. He teched it. That was a very good neutral jump on my part. And I also elected to preserve my meter this time around instead of extending with the drive rush. I'm doing a better job with the meter management, but I'm still getting bullied, and now the meter is getting decimated by Sinnoh's decisions. It felt like he always had the drive advantage over me in these rounds because I was so desperate to get some offense started, I was just spending it, and he was then bullying the last of my drive gauge away from me to keep me in orange drive. So at this point, this was set point for Sinnoh, and I was like, oh my god, it's happening again. And I took a deep breath and I locked in, and I brought it back. Really, really love that jump in. I've gotten much better at spacing my jump ins to hit with like the very tip of the hitbox, to where they really don't even think they need to anti-air because it is such a close situation. Burnt myself out there. Not great, but I do have her in the corner as long as I don't let her slither out, which, of course, as soon as I say it, slither. This was not an ideal situation. That was a whiffed command grab that I could have punished. Bold on my part to not try to close the round out with level 3, but I wanted to save it for final round so I didn't lose the set, and ultimately that decision paid off. Goes to final round. Tried to bait something, he didn't bite. Tried to, again, jump in on the slither attempt, didn't work. Phalanx worked. Good read on grabbing the slither out. Don't know why he went for wake up DI. At this point, I've bullied him into burnout in the corner, and that's GG shake my hand. Oh, except I dropped it. This is, you start to see drops of things I know I can do very consistently now when I'm nervous, and this was a really high pressure situation. That should have been it. That's it, though. I've been working on linking the manual heavy Gladius there. I could have even done the light Gladius there before the super, because it's so close to the wall that it still would have worked. but I knew that throwing the raw super would kill and would be undroppable, so I just threw the raw super. And it goes to final game. He had backed up at the start of like every round, and I was still drive rushing in trying to get something started. Probably should have taken note of the fact that he was walking back and just walked forward and taken the space. But I was weirdly afraid of the full screen whip. And here I'm just getting bullied because you do not want to be in burnout against Aki. Good jump out. Good jump out on my part. Good tech on his part. Hit me out of the phalanx. Really good stuff. I got my drive meter back and now I have the drive advantage. Not the smartest jump of my life. Good EX Gladius. That was cheap. I really, if I was going to walk up and do armor, it should have at least been EX so that I couldn't have gotten clipped by a low. I'm lucky that didn't get punished. What happened here? What happened here? The command grab. Sinnoh likes to switch to command grab a couple times after the 2 hits are not working, and I should have been looking for it, but I wasn't. This is not ideal because I was in burnout, but we were both so close to dead, I was like, I can still take this. And modern reactions saved the day. I'm up a round. I lost the next round, I don't remember how, so I'm about to find out. Okay, at this point, he had the not difficult to make read that I kept drive rushing in at round start for some reason. I don't know why I did that here when not doing so, except for once against Rick Cheese served me so well. But he just drive rushed in himself with an option that would beat mine. And that was a really good decision on his part. How did I lose this? She's in burnout. Again, checking the random phalanx. I really can't get away with throwing that at that range. The one time I decided to drive rush cancel into command grab, I asked him about that afterwards. I was like, every single time I drive rush canceled into crouching light kick, crouching jab, you'd blocked. So I assumed you were going to block again. How did you know to jump? And his response was, you hadn't shown me the command grab yet, so I thought you would do it eventually. And I'm like, oh my god, if I don't do something, it means I don't want you to guess that I'm going to do it. That was painful, but such is life. And this is final game, final round. I put myself into a severe drive deficit, and he rightfully went to attack the drive gauge with level 3. The damage wasn't too bad here, all things considered. It could have been worse, but being put in burnout against Aki is a nightmare scenario. And modern reactions. Honestly, that raw level 2, especially with the modern damage, or raw level 3 with the modern damage cut wasn't great. I just needed to get closer to getting out of burnout. Good read on my throw attempt, back throws me into the corner, but I'm out of burnout. Now what sucks is if I'd gone for command grab there, he'd have been dead. I tried to do a fake cancel into command grab. My third jab whiffed. I thought the third jab would connect. At this point, I'm basically fucked. If I confirm those 2 jabs into light Dima, he'd be dead. And now, tragedy. I forgot Aki could even do that because Marisa doesn't have a fireball, so I don't see it nearly as much with being a full screen option, especially when I can modern super it when I have super. But there you have it. Lost to Sinnoh. I'll get him next time. I am overall happy with how I played that. I just made some key mistakes. And that's going to take us into the final set versus Potion. And I got bodied here. So I'm going to try to examine what exactly happened that caused me to get bodied here. Alright, blocking it out. That's not terrible. I really wanted to get something started here, and I kept jumping on him, and he really consistently DP anti-airs, so I don't know why I continued to keep jumping. That was good. The neutral jump into checking the space. Did not guard my toes. Should have been checking the walk forward with crouching medium punch. I was looking to check with standing medium punch a little bit too much, and it doesn't have a range, so I got clipped low. He's in burnout here, but I'm the one getting bullied. I can't really comment on, unfortunately, one of the best things I know about Rashid is that he has certain voice cues for certain frame data situations. If he says, oh yeah, it's heavy cyclone, and I believe that means I can hit him. And if he says mix-up during a combo, that is a mix-up. He's plus. I have to guess. I think I could have optimized that with the new upgraded knee juggle to get the kill, but thankfully I managed to Superman over the fireball. Again with the round start drive rush, there was no reason for me to do that. And random phalanx, this is all stress you're seeing here. If I had played this patient and made more calculated decisions, that would have been great. I'm definitely enjoying having wake up drive reversal as an option for Marisa, which got me out of the corner there, but I just got put right back in, and awesome. And I chose to preserve my drive meter. Also awesome. That was less awesome. Getting mauled in the corner. I got lucky that he didn't anti-air me that time. I probably should have taken Oki there, even with where my drive currently was. I was about to say good defense, but I screwed it up. And he baited the wake-up drive reversal because I kept representing that in the corner because I was nervous. Goes to final round. Now I'm like, okay, I'm going to check your walk forward with crouching medium punch, but it was a little bit too late for me to decide to start playing neutral. And you can still see I'm impatient and eventually end up throwing something more committal, in this case phalanx. I let him get away with drive reversaling my jump cross-up light kick into lights. Drive reversaling a light should get punished every single time. If I had just done empty jump, if I had done the jump cross-up into just light kick and not light kick jab, and then blocked, I could have punished the drive reversal, and I let him get away with that more than once in this set, which is really painful. And now I'm getting put in burnout by the level 2 pressure. This is a nightmare scenario. I'm so low on drive. I have such a severe health deficit. I really needed to just super, and he knew that and baited it and killed me for it. Potion's a really excellent Rashid. I've played him more successfully in casuals, but in bracket lately, he's had my number. Again with the round start drive rush, there was no reason for me to do that. The jump, I need to just be walking forward and taking space. And you can tell how badly I just wanted to hit this guy. There again, with the drive reversal. He should not have been getting away with that as an anti-air. I should have started empty jumping and throwing or command grabbing him. Speaking of command grab. I don't know what I was looking for there, because that isn't even real Oki going for a drive rush stand light punch, but it is what it is. Again, where he's representing the drive reversal and I'm unwilling to wait and bait. I did the same thing with the ODDPs. I was just not willing to wait for him to commit to a decision, and eventually I throw a frustrated DI, and I eat dirt for it. Patience is the name of the game here, and I was just running out of it. I think I was still a little bit tilted that I lost last interaction with Sinnoh, and I didn't want to deal with Potion because he's really good, and I was intimidated. And I proceeded to make poor matchup decisions as a result. Watching that back, I was like, he's definitely plus. Please don't super. And of course I supered. At this point, he's just baiting my nuclear reactions because the stress is so evident in my gameplay. Did I anti-air? No. I automatically just threw a random Gladius. If I'd been ready to anti-air, I could have jumped to the medium punch target combo, gotten knocked down, kept him in the corner. Perfect KO. And that is the end of my run at Sector X this week. There are things I really wish I had done differently, but I still had a good time. And my favorite bi-weekly is a weekly now. So I'll be back.